shine or to die. Merely two sides of the same coin.
Hello. Oh gosh, I never play my headset on. So I'd forgotten what the music sounded like in Wuthering Waves.
Quickly and swiftly. Brilliance lights the way!
You fade!
Anything catch your eye?
I have been steadily working my way through
craftsmanship. A wise investment.
exploration. I basically just have this little, like I've the winding axe mirror, and then I kind of have this little area like leading down into it to do. And then I'll probably do I'll do Mount Firmament after that, and then I'll do the Black Shores, and then we'll move on to Renacita, which my Renacita, the initial area, not any of the other areas, but the initial area, there's been a slight amount of work. And I wasn't playing for a long time, but my main team has had a lot of work. Obviously, her and her weapon are all up. She's got a full set of echoes. Right now I'm working on her skills. Gigi is all up and has echoes. She's probably whose skills I'll do next. Actually, no, I'll probably do Shorekeeper's skills next, but Shorekeeper is also level 90 with a full set of echoes, and then...
May I pray for anything specific for you? It would be my honor.
I've worked on Jinshi. She's think I'll probably have to look after all this exploration I've done to look if I can finish the rest of her echoes. But once I finish Jeji and Shorekeeper, I'll probably move on to her, because she can switch out from Carlotta in a Jeji Shorekeeper team. And then, well, she's leveled, but
I doubt they can predict which
I can't use I need to move on to another area and run a seat before I can move on to the character she with. But
do not let your guard down.
I've worked on him a little. He also needs some help. And
hopefully,
I haven't done anything for Verena.
Be there for everyone.
I think after I do Xion, I'm gonna do my rover, just because if it's anything like Genshin, it'll come up that you need to use her in combat. Well, and
I alone will decide whether it's for show or for battle. May I pray?
I've pulled a lot of characters since I last played.
Shall be the vessel of your wishes.
Hyugi, Sagrika, Linne, Mornier, Luke.
Scissors at the
She's and Calprina.
While the moon
I
cycles.
know. Everyone and their mother, essentially, I've pulled.
hopefully,
The power to split.
Plus, I'd pulled Cardathea. That was like one of the last things I did when I was semi-actively streaming the game. And then I just dropped it. Okay. We need to crawl up this.
A smooth journey. Quickly and swiftly. Surrender.
Oh my.
An absurd, impudent display. Oh, here we are. This craftsmanship. A wise investment. Quickly and swiftly. The stage is set.
Okay, we're gonna want to climb up this side of this, I guess. Ooh.
Start small to build big.
Will do. Okay. I zoomed all the way out. Kind of want to go back. And I am, of course, just using the map provided.
Lighter than a dove. Can you keep up? Can you keep up? Can you keep up?
No. What the hell is wrong with me? No. There we go.
Anything catch your eye?
I thought I was never going to accomplish that.
Quickly and swiftly.
What is
Running
this?
won't save you. Leave it to me. It's the painting. Yeah. My compliments. Found your weak spot.
And there's one more over here.
Can you keep up?
No.
A smooth journey.
I went to the wrong one.
Can you keep up? Quickly and swiftly. Improvise. You will yield. Surrender. Still recognize me? The world is mine. Can you keep up?
Why are you still playing battle music? We are not in battle. Okay.
Can you keep up?
Let's go get this done. Take me to the challenge point. Actually, first I'll go. Grab that. Now we'll go get this. I hate these. Just oh my god. Okay. Nope. Oh my god. I can't stand these puzzles. Oh, thank God.
This craftsmanship. A wise investment.
And I must have already been up here at some point. Because, like, a chunk of my map is filled out.
Quickly and swiftly. Surrender! Leave it to me. Loading. Yay. Iron graft you knew. Into pinky. Yeah. A new technique. Yeah. Huh? 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 Wow, beautiful. Quickly and swiftly. Take this!
I would like your box
A wise
right
investment.
here.
Start small to build big.
Okay. Ooh, some.
Quickly and swiftly. Hush! Running won't save you. Still recognize me? Leave it to me. Stay calm. Loading. Yay. Into the painting.
The rose shroom. I don't know what they were. I don't know the names of like anything in this game. I just use Genshin terms for everything.
Quickly and swiftly. You will yield. Surrender. Still recognize me?
Gold puff.
This craftsmanship. A wise investment.
Okay, let me take a look. Because I have... Might be best for me to do the big quest for this area. Which is... What is that? This one. I need to do the Tiger's Maw one as well. I'm going to do the Tiger Maw's one now because I'm finished with that area. It's just the quest. I get lost around here a lot.
Lighter than a dove.
I remember this now. I was intending to do it like weeks and weeks ago. I kept putting my little character here and being like, okay, I'm gonna do that. I didn't. Hello, ma'am. Miss Tochi has already got so much on our plate. I shouldn't be troubling her with this. Maddie, long time no see. Something the matter? Just a friendly citizen passing by. I guess I'm probably count as a citizen, yeah. Friendly citizen. Oh, Miss Friendly, would you be so friendly as to help me with this? Tell me about it. Here, take a look at this. Takes out a glass container which some rock fragments are stored. What are these? These are samples of a mineral called lampilumin, which, after being smelted, can be used as semiconductor materials in various industrial components. And that may be only one aspect of its value. Right now, my colleagues from the Ordnance and Defense divisions are working together to explore its potential for other uses. However, because lampilumin has such a complex structure, the experiments and processing are very tricky. This small bottle of samples we have here is the result of countless tedious steps. Luckily, our researchers have found a new direction: liquefaction. This will help us explore some of the mineral's unknown properties. The only problem is that the equipment in our labs cannot provide the condition for appropriate liquefaction. Carrying out the process there will probably destroy the material's structure. But when we learned that the Tiger's Maw mine where the mineral originates might have the methods and equipment we needed, so we made an appointment with the mine today to test the samples, but an emergency came up. Everyone's tied up right now. Can't you reschedule it? No, we don't put off what can be done today. Things will only get trickier if we deal with it tomorrow. Could you send the samples to the Tiger's Maw mine for me? If possible. Of course, the Ministry of Development will reward you. No problem. Leave it to me. Great. I knew you'd help. Oh no, the meeting is about to begin. I have to hurry up. Take this. That's the sample you are delivering, and this is the ministry's ID. We're counting on you. Did I not already have an ID? I don't know if it's now or if it's always been like this, because I have a hard time remembering all the way back then, but, pulling up the map is painful. It is so painfully slow. Not so much pulling it up, but like the movement across it with your cursor. Dr. Who, have you found him? Nope, been everywhere he would show up. Didn't find him, just like you. Uncle Hong is getting older and has been more unpredictable. It's hard to pin him down, even on a normal day. Let's keep looking. We can't afford to have the refinery tower offline for too long. Hello. Traveling salesman? The mine is closed for business today. Please come back another day. Shuzhou is not far from here. You can take some rest there. You should stop rushing before the guest even says anything. Let her finish. Yeah. No, I'm not a salesman. The Ministry of Development sent me to deliver these samples. Oh, a guest from the Ministry. Let me introduce myself. I'm the doctor of the mine. Yeah. That's definitely probably not how it's said. The tall guy next to me is Lely, the foreman here, and this is Modi, a mineral expert from the Academy. A few days ago, I heard about the sample agreement between the mine and the Ministry. Please, how should I address you? Call me Maddie. Ah, Maddie, I see, but in the photo attached to the Ministry's request, the person in charge is a young, nervous-looking girl. How come? I got the message and photo from Uncle Hong, the senior officer-in-chief here. Look, this is the photo. Clearly not you. Well, there was an episode. The idea is indeed from the Ministry of Development. Let's overlook the minor details then. Oh boy. Let's just overlook that you are handling dangerous material and you're walking around with an ID from someone else. We'll just overlook that. It's no problem. To be blunt, the Ministry is facing some issues fulfilling the Ministry's request. Sorry, the mine is facing some issues. Mode has more details. The refinery tower at the center of the mine is offline, but some minerals require it for processing. So, do the Ministry's samples. Right now, we're working on a solution to reboot the refinery tower. Incidents like this have happened before, but our on-site engineer has always been quick to fix it and get things back on track. But he injured himself a while back while working on some other equipment. He's in Xinzhou recovering now. That left Uncle Hong to take over. He used to be in charge of the refinery tower when he was younger, so he's more than qualified. Whenever something went wrong in the past, Uncle Hong was always the one on the front lines, fixing things and coordinating repairs. This time, Uncle Hong hasn't shown up, and we can't seem to find him anywhere in the mine. With his absence, the mine is having all kinds of difficulties dealing with the refinery tower. If you ask me, I think the old man's just taking it easy. Maintenance work like that has got to wear on his old bones. Maybe he's hiding somewhere, watching us, muttering, "Damn kids, can't you let me have a little peace and quiet?" I propose we all go back to our places and carry on with our jobs. The mine has to keep functioning, even with the refinery tower offline. He'll show up once he gets his rest. Are there any clues now? Clues. The miner said they saw Uncle Hong around the transport lorries. We're sending more people to check if he's still there. Well, let me be of help, I guess. More people mean greater possibility. Thank you. Crunch paper that reads, "The mine is getting so cold even though it's summer. Missed you, Mum." pop magazine with 5 screaming young girls on the cover. Caption goes, "Let's get lost together."
A smooth journey.
No. Here it is. A journal with no name specified on the title page. The cover is made up of cut newspaper. Where could Uncle Hong be? Maddie, you're back. Only you stayed? Running around with that name only brings more trouble to the mine. Though the refinery tower is offline, most of our production is still running as usual. To keep the rest of the mine's operations running, Lily, Moday, and the others had to return to their posts. However, the refinery tower's issue must be addressed. Did you find anything around the transport lorries? A journal? Cover made of newspaper. I think I've seen this somewhere. I'm not wrong. This is Uncle Hong's journal. He always has it with him. This helps me make sense of things. As he gets older, Uncle Hong's memory has started to slip. He's starting to forget things. It's like a rubber that keeps erasing his past. He once asked me if I knew how to slow down his memory loss, so I told him 2 simple tricks to try. One was using keywords, and the other was keeping a journal. The keywords help him get the general idea, while the journal keeps him on track, step by step. Can there be clues about Uncle Hong in the journal? Possible. If Uncle Hong follows my advice, he may be recording the important pieces of his day. And if that's the case, something must be here that can help us fix the refinery tower. Let's read it. Okay. Back at Jinju today with the transport truck, everyone I met said I grew old and mean, so I looked in the mirror and found that a few of my leaves are there. Heavy rain today, everyone got off work early. I don't know when this started, but I grew more and more scared of the dark. Nights are getting long and dull. You can tell from the journal that Uncle Hong's condition seems to be getting worse. Is that how the world feels to an old man? Maybe. You can sense that your functions are in recession and that you're getting older. Let's keep on reading. The issue detection and reboot of the refinery tower. Found it. Right, the picture and the text are both consistent with the real refinery tower. If we follow the instructions in the journal, we might be able to fix the issue, but our manpower is stretched thin. I'll handle the refinery tower. Really, we're short on people right now, so it'd be a huge help if you're willing to lend a hand, though I know you're still getting familiar with the mine. Yeah, just let me touch the refinery tower. I'm here with a fake ID. You don't know me. I was carrying around a dangerous substance. Let me now handle your mine issue. So I've got someone to help you out. He'll be waiting for you by the elevator. In the meantime, I'll try my best to find Uncle Hong. Thank you again for helping us fix the refinery tower. Oh, I see that it's fine that I touch it because you have child labor here. Okay. Hey, are you Maddie? My brother told me everything about you. Huh? Didn't expect you to be so young. Don't look down on me. I know this mine better than anyone. Before we go, let's talk about my compensation, lady. How much do you want? That's why I always find you grown-ups cynical. I don't want money. Can you tell stories? Oh, the grown-ups in the mine are great storytellers. I like them, and they say there are more stories that are more interesting from afar. I'm collecting stories now, so you should pay me with a story. Well, I don't have one yet. Pay me later. One day I'll leave here and travel to the farthest town. I hope I'll be able to tell a decent story to everyone when I'm back. Dad always teaches me and brother to say things out loud. If you have any interesting story, you must tell it to me. Let's go. Graphs here says to the reboot of the refinery tower takes a certain amount of time. First, secure a sufficient power supply. Okay. That is so fast. Okay. Until I've already been down here. You again. These new guys, these lazy new guys, I told them to hand in the work log before their shifts end. In one ear and out the other. Now who's going to clean up the mess if there's an accident? A familiar figure. Oh, Maddie, what brings you here? And Huaji? Did Dr. Huayu send you as peacemaker? Did he find out about my fight with Mode? What are you talking about, Uncle Laylee? My brother asked me to work with Maddie to reboot the refinery tower. Refinery tower reboot? So you found Uncle Hong? We tell him about the journal. Ah, so that's what's going on. Uncle Hong is always so sharp and on top of things. It's hard to imagine him being anything less. I work alongside him all the time and I never noticed. Alright, what do you need help with? About the power supply of the mine. Yes, rebooting the refinery tower requires sufficient power. Uncle Lele, you know the best about the power equipment. What's your advice? Well, it's not as hard as you might imagine. You will have a double-circuit power system at the bottom of the mine. Either one can sustain its normal functioning. However, the two circuits can't run in parallel. If we force them, it could cause the breakers around the mine to trip. What we can do is bring in an extra external power and shut down some of the internal systems to focus the energy of the refinery tower. Alright, I'll handle shutting down the systems. The backup mobile power sources are there at the base. We'll need to install them at the refinery tower. I'll let you know when everything's ready, okay? Can you tell me about the fight you mentioned? It's nothing big. Mode and I argue all the time. I'm used to it. I just can't stand his attitude. Everything he does is all some fantasy in his head. He's always going around the mine bragging about his grand philosophy of coexisting with tacit discords. He says it's a key evolutionary skill to coexist with new life forms, so we should consider developing alongside tacit discords. He can think about it all he wants, but just thinking won't get us anywhere. Honestly, he's just a dreamer, locked up in his ivory tower, completely out of touch with reality. Every time I say something, he gets all worked up. Forget it, just talking about it's making my blood boil. Let's focus on the refinery tower. Maddie, is the additional power set up? Yep, all ready and set. What about your part? There's one more step. The shutdown switches come in pairs, so I need you to turn off the other one at the same time. Are you there? Okay, then let's do this. Remember, we need to sync up our timing. I'll count 3, you count 2, then we'll count 1 together. Ready? I'll start counting. 3, 2, 1. It's working. The devices are being shut down. The power supply for the refinery tower should be sufficient now. Thanks for your help. If everything's good here, I'll get back to my duties. Got a whole lot of things to do. Please carry on with the good work with the refinery tower. So it is. What, are you reading earlier journal entries? I'm not snibbing. I just thought of a really smart way to find Grandpa Hong. I read a story once about a detective who didn't talk much and his friend a doctor who helped him solve all sorts of mysteries. Sherlock, I assume. The detective would sometimes look at the bad guy's past to find clues. After all, a person's past usually tells us why they do things now. That's why I think, though focusing on today's entry is definitely the right direction, earlier entries are still important resources. Makes a lot of sense. Now you know. Most of his entries are pretty short. He just sums up his day and how he felt in a few sentences. But I did find some longer, more detailed entries. I think they're important, like this one. Oh my god. Okay. The room was filled with clocks. I listened to the hands slowly ticking in the darkness. I opened my eyes, but there was nothing here, only the primitive darkness. I quickly got up and picked up a pen to record everything. The dream. Yes, it was a dream. This time I finally caught it and recorded it clearly. I don't possess the talent of a bard, nor do I have the fascinating legends of a traveler. I'm simply an ordinary storyteller, combining the dreams that trouble me with words. It all begins with the long winter season. The old captain at the harbor always had the same opening lines before setting sail, as a way to welcome the newly recruited young sailors. The ocean is always unknown to humanity. Although humans have grasped the helm of progress time and time again with wisdom and bravery, the ocean will never bow down to humanity. Countless disasters have befallen those ambitious individuals who venture into the ocean, and this tragedy continues to unfold. The old captain uttered each word with a dull tone, but it didn't matter. The sailors, excited for the upcoming voyage, simply applauded and cheered without paying much attention to the words. The ship slowly left the shore, and young sailors felt nauseous from the rough voyage, with constant vomiting slowly draining their enthusiasm. A huge creature leaped out of the ocean, causing the young sailors to hide in the cabin, while the captain and the old sailor stood calmly on the deck. I'll forgive your timidity in this case. This time, as is your first encounter with it, please remember its appearance. We call it the ancient whale. It's the disaster caused by the ocean, mysterious and immensely powerful. It is the embodiment of the demons of nature. Of course, when dealing with such unknown creatures, humans will not succumb. This is the first lesson of your voyage. Intermittent gunfire broke out on the sea surface, and more sailors joined the one-sided attack. Continuously pulling the trigger made them gradually forget their fear, and also the reason why they were attacking the giant creature in front of them, which had not harmed them. Under the smoke, the ship slowly moved forward along the blood-red trail. Weird story. What's your take? Did this story feel weird? Feels like an incomplete story. True. It's like the story who doesn't really go anywhere, and the rest of the page is just blank. Either way, this story feels like it's only half done. Only Uncle Hong knows. You know, it starts by saying it's a dream being recorded. Could that be why it feels this way? Only Uncle Hong knows. Right, let's move on to the next step of the instructions. The graph indicates that we have to reconfigure the refinery tower with the console. Let's find someone to talk to first. I assume we're gonna find Mode from earlier, probably, just based on how we found. No, a dizzy researcher. I was wrong. Hydrogen plus oxygen equals hydrogen oxide. And which breaker did I put the product in again? Oh, gotta run the reaction over. What is she bumbling about to herself? She seems to have fallen asleep standing. Ah, that's amazing. Then we should leave her be. Let's go quietly. Why am I here? Wasn't I running an experiment just now? How did I fall asleep while standing? No, so she's awake now. So adults act just as silly when they wake up too. Big Brother totally tricked me. A young lady in black and a kid? Am I still in a dream? You can pinch someone to check. Ah, that hurts. Wait, the pain feels so real. So I'm not dreaming? I remember. Because the refinery tower is offline, the experiment has to stop, so I come here to refresh myself. But I guess I fell asleep. Must have been too exhausted from concluding experiments all night. So this isn't a dream, huh? Then you guys are... we're trying to set it back up. I didn't expect so many things to go wrong while I was stuck in the lab. And if you need a consult, there's one just outside the academy. Well, I've rested enough. Time for me to get back to work. Good luck. I'd say if you're going to sleep standing up, you probably have not rested enough, but, you know, it's okay. I was thinking too hard about it. Initializing system. Hey lady, is this what we should do? System initialized. Verification required. A verification is required. Let's see if the journal has any hints. I sat in one corner of the square table and piles of research materials were pushed in front of me by him. He was clearly talking incessantly with his mouth wide open, but all I heard were fragmented words and phrases. The mind, survival, balance. These words appeared one by one from beneath my pen without any connection. Yes, we were arguing. After pushing the materials aside, I forcefully hammered the table, releasing all the pent-up anger accumulated over the days. The entry is mostly an argument with a researcher. No information about passcode. Nothing else works. Maybe we'll just have to try guessing. Better hold off on that. If you fail the verification too many times, the console will lock and the system will shut down automatically. If that happens, we'll only waste more time in the rebooting. Timothy. Just follow the steps to unlock the console and everything should go smoothly. Good to see you again, Maddie. I heard from a coworker about what you're up to, and I thought you might find difficulties in passing the verification, so I came. Looks like I'm right on time. Right on time. Aren't you the researcher who was fighting with Grandpa Hong in the journal? Fight? The journal? Huh. May I see the journal myself? This feels like what would happen between me and Laylee, but that researcher isn't me. Uncle Hong is like a mentor to me, so I'd never have an argument like that with him. In fact, I've always respected him because he taught me an important lesson. In science, it's not just about cold, hard numbers. There's also room for imagination. Like when we come across infinity in our research. To some scholars, that infinity symbol might look like radio waves moving through space. It was even shown in a Jinsho sci-fi play not long ago, symbolizing a twist in the dimensions of life. What play? It's just an example that just crossed my mind. You can have a look yourself at the Jinzhou Theater if you're interested. The play was about a catastrophe. Humanity had to send their home planet on a journey through space. If used the symbol to hint at the connection between digital life and reality. A single life symbol can be used in different ways to create colorful worlds. Might be a bit hard to grasp now, though. But so many truths come from these wild, imaginative ideas. Just thinking about it gets me all fired up. But lately, he just responds with, "That's all nonsense," and completely ignores anything that seems unlikely. The question about the coexistence with TDs? So you've heard about it. Yes, even if the probability is just as small as 0.0001%, still makes sense to me. Is that what you call a researcher's sensitivity to digits? You do know a lot, Maddie. Now let's get on with the issue with the refinery tower. The console's verification is done by line drawing. When you start the verification process, random images will be generated on the grid. You have to put your hand on the grid and the system will draw a line to connect the coordinates you touch. Repeated coordinates will not be recorded. Only when the order and direction of the line you drew is right, the verification is passed. Alright, let's have a try. Okay. I was like, did not make sense. If it was trying to describe this mini game, it was not the best. Now you've mastered it. Now just put in the parameters as per the digits shown in the graph. So complicated. We would screw up if Uncle Modi wasn't here to help. What are you talking about? Just a small move. When the parameter reset is successful, the system will adjust the refinery tower and it'll reboot automatically. Now the reboot can take some time. All we need is wait. Thank you for your effort. We don't have any information about Grandpa Hong's whereabouts, though. Why don't we read more of the journal now? I did find a pattern in the previous entries, but the events are various. They all happen at a few limited places. For example, Grandpa Hong often visits my brother's clinic. Went to the clinic today and had a routine examination as per Dr. Huayu's instructions. Went to the clinic today. The medication is getting so bitter. Luckily, Dr. Huayu didn't find out I hid candy in my palm. Also, Grandpa Hong's always telling the lorry drivers in the transport area to pick up the supplies the mine needs. Their conversations are also kept here. It's like the routes are already set and Hong just keeps walking them over and over. So if his memory's off, he would still end up at the places in the journal just out of habit. Possible indeed. But these spots are spread all over the site. Finding him would take a lot of manpower we don't have. Give me a map of the mine. Have you come up with something, Maddie? I have one at the Mines Institute. Just a few moments. Meet me at the gate in a while. You're here, Maddie. This is the map you asked for. Mark the places in the journal on the map. Quickly mark the mentioned places in the journal. For an old man, he sure gets around, but look, like it mostly just 3 different areas. Draw a circle with each of these regions as the center. Yes, a triangulation approach. By drawing 3 circles with the regions as centers, the overlapping areas where Hong is most likely to be. That really narrows things down. Great idea. That's right. No idea what you two are talking about, but you sure sound smart. You're pretty cool, Maddie. The overlapping area is a small corner in the upper living quarter. Let's go take a look. Oh, and by the way, you can hand me the samples now, Maddie. When the reboot is finished, we'll start the procedures. However, it can't be done today, as the reboot can take some time.
Can you keep up?
There he is. Bye, Uncle Hong. Take care when you get back, eh? Okay. Tastes just like the old days, but I just can't help feeling empty. What was I going to do? Look, Maddie, that's Grandpa Hong. We finally found you, Grandpa Hong. Everyone's been looking for you. You are Washi. Why look for me? Great, Grandpa Hong remembers me. What are you talking about? I think you lost me. He's going. He's losing it. Ah, that's why. I thought Uncle Hong came here after the maintenance work of the refinery tower as usual. Let me tell you, my cooking skills were passed down from my grandfather's generation. Back then, every time Uncle Hong finished work, he'd come here for a warm bowl of Jinzhou stew. My grandfather always said that food shortens the distance from home and also brings people closer together. Jinzhou stew isn't just a simple dish, it's a bond that connects people. And for Uncle Hong, it's probably even more meaningful, since the people sitting with him here have changed since his day. He's the only one left. Eating alone always feels a bit lonely. No wonder Grandpa Hong seems so down. Well, let's return the journal first. Journal, that's it. I feel much more settled now. Grandpa Hong, maybe we shouldn't ask too much now. Right, Grandpa Hong, we found your last journal and fixed the reboot issue of the refinery tower. Anyway, the guest from the ministry is here with the samples like they promised. That's this lady beside me. Do you have any recollection of that? Yes, I do. Everything feels familiar again with the presence of this journal. I'm sorry for the fuss. Grandpa Hong looks a bit strange. Let's take him to my brother. Just kind of lay down, Maddie. Looks like Uncle Modi said. The samples can't be tested as of now. Why don't you come here another day? I got confused as to where I was. You're back, Maddie. Everything well? No. There's so much. Sounds like a lot of twists and turns. I guess we'll have to collect the samples another day. So they've been arguing about whether to coexist with the tacit discords. I see, they did treat you as a member of the ministry. Now they've accidentally let you in on the mind's secrets. What secret? There was a tacit discord crisis 3 years ago. Hold on, I'm getting a message. Some follow-up work to do regarding the meeting just now. I wanted to chat with you a little longer. Maybe next time. Take this as a reward from the ministry. I'll see you. It is scary. Because, you know, I've been playing recently, but there was a solid period of time where I was not playing. So it's scary to be back. Oh, I can't level any of mine either.
I alone will decide whether it's for show or for battle.
I have all of these new characters, can't level any of them.
Your call.
While the moon cycles, I
mean, I'm sure eventually. Yeah. But I don't really want to do that. I remember doing that for Carletta and it was a pain. My team is doing fine now. I mean, it's overpowering everything now anyway, so... Can I buy anything from you?
Just a few simple ingredients. Hey there, what can I get you? Oh, the place is
Oh,
small.
those are really
There's
cute.
plenty to choose from.
I just want to make sure I don't... It looks like I have to wait a day, so... Woohoo! Okay. Well... I guess I'll do this one as well. You think who comes at level 60? I'm 64, so, and I already had Shorekeeper, so. I don't know why I'm wishing. I have the guarantee, so I should probably hold up until Augusta runs.
Lighter than a dove.
Because I'm not interested in the collab characters, because it's not a game that I play, so
Quickly and
it's not of any particular excitement to me. Oh yeah, I think I got Camellia, or whatever her name is. I don't know. It wasn't a character that I was, like, super excited to get, but I had the other two characters, so I was like, okay. Where'd all those exiles come from? Fellas, we take these guys out and the supplies here are all ours. Tread carefully there. You're in a restricted area. Drop your weapons and back away. You've been warned. We know you're bluffing. With your supply chain bogged down by tacit discord activities, you're spread thin in the city. We're not the only ones screwed over by the weather. Damn it. These thugs got it all planned out. Hold light, everyone. They're not getting through. Well. Help first, questions later.
improvise.
The car is skipping in the background. I'll see you topside. I guess I don't remember who was running on it. Yeah, I legitimately don't remember who was running, who was one of the options, because I probably didn't put too much thought into it. Right now, I'm working on my main team. I just need to get, I just want to finish. I definitely won't go 10-10-10 for anybody else's stuff, but I've been possessed with the need to go all the way for Carlotta. I mean, I say go all the way, but, like, let's be real. We all know that I'm not farming echoes. Much like artifacts, they'll get what they get, and they should be satisfied with that. You know what? I'm gonna go get a brownie. I made brookies, which are like brownie cookies. They're brownies with cookies on top. I'm gonna go try one. Okay. Update on the brookie situation. These fuckers have no structural integrity. All that noise was because I can't put the brookie down. It would just disintegrate on anything I put it on. It tastes delicious, though. Definitely not like the picture on the package, though. Because on the package, it shows the cookie part completely covering the brownies. But the cookies kind of just sink into the brownies. And I also feel like they didn't give you enough brownie mix. So the brownies were really shallow to begin with. Maybe next time I'll just buy straight brownies and cookies and I'll just layer them. That is like all I accomplished today, was making the brookies and doing a bunch of Wuthering Waves exploration. I've been playing since noon. But I took a break to go to the grocery store. My Greek food last night made me really want another Greek salad. So I bought a whole thing of lettuce. And I was like, this could last me a couple days. And then I ate most of the salad in one sitting. Probably after I'm done with the stream, I'm going to eat the rest of the salad. Then I guess tomorrow I'm taking a poke bowl to work. I was going to have that for dinner, but it seems like a lot. So I'll probably just finish that salad. Alright. Well, I don't know when I'll be back to streaming again after today. Theoretically Tuesday, but we know how well my schedule functions. Okay, my hands are free from the brookie.
Can you keep up?
Okay. What is up? Thank you for your help back there. Could have been a tough fight. Their leader was right, though. Most of our manpower is occupied with the mess that's been going on. I solved that like a year ago, pal. They sounded well aware of your supply situation. They've likely been scanning our supply station for a while. Choose to strike right at our weakest. Weather here in the whining X-Mire isn't the kindest. The area is covered with fog most of the year, plus the frequent thunderstorms. Those bandits are more than willing to risk their lives to get their hands on some extra supplies, attacking civilian settlements, raiding convoys. We've had our share of engagements with them. Didn't expect they would come straight to our supply station this time. Bastards must have gotten desperate for coming after our supplies. I heard from a few of the civilians at the nearby settlements that supplies are getting harder to come in these days. The TD's gotten more ruthless. Get too close and they chase you down no matter what. And on top of all that, some folks been saying they're seeing phantoms lately. Why did it turn into a horror story all of a sudden? You need to lay off on the late night podcasts. No, I'm not making this up. People saw them with their own eyes, I swear. Anyway, just consider this as a reminder. The area inside behind us is as dangerous as it looks on the outside. But before you decide to venture further, you should go talk to WuWa. He's a researcher the Academy is sent here to investigate all the recent happenings. He'd know more about this stuff than we do. That's WuWa. You may be out of luck trying to find him at the moment. What do you mean? Wait a minute, don't tell me he went into the fog alone again. How many times have I told him not to go off wandering alone? Ugh. And you, why didn't you tell me about this earlier? Well, I was on my way of telling you. If we didn't run into those exiles, the supply station haven't gotten any extra... I switched. I couldn't tell who was who. Okay. The supply station haven't gotten any extra men to spare, and the exiles might try to take another run at us. But I can't just leave a civilian WuWa on his own out there. Miss Resonator, there's something I want to discuss with you. Want me to help you out? By all means, please. Under current circumstances, I can't think of a better way. If it isn't too much of a bother, find WuWa and accompany him in his investigation. Don't you worry, us Rangers never let goodwill go unpaid. Sure, I'll put in a good word to get you a fat paycheck for helping out with the government research. Now you're speaking my language. Okay, I'll send you the coordinates of the general area she is likely to be in. He should be somewhere near the marshlands. He's got medium long hair with a pale complexion, skinny. You'll know it's him once you see him. Though, you're there to assist him in his research, but don't hesitate to stop him if he's trying anything irrational. He's obsessed with TD echoacoustics, and can get overexcited sometimes. Almost made himself a mudman diving into a swamp for data last time. Can't handle another episode like that. No way. Hi, puppy. Bzz, 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 bzz. Let's give it another go. Low frequency to level 3. Getting minimal biological response. What if I set interference to half? Waveband convergence rate at 67%, 70%, 75%, steadily increasing. It's working. Medium long hair, pale and skinny. He must be WuWa. Shush. Be quiet. It's a crucial moment. You and I sing song? Sky. What's that supposed to mean? And what is the last word? Love? Sorrow? No, hold it. I need to hear it one more time. I didn't catch all of it. Oh, it's too late. The signal's already gone. So you're WuWa, right? I am. Yet I don't believe you and I are acquainted. You can call me Maddie. Maddie, I see ya. And what is it that you wish to ask of me? As you may have realized, I'm in the middle of investigating the fog-related peculiarities of the area. If it's something unrelated, I'm afraid it'll have to wait. The rangers back at the supply station wanted to make sure you were safe. I'm here to help you with the investigation. Assist me? You're implying that you wish to accompany me in completing my research? Relax. Somebody already paid me. I see. The rangers at the station have already made a formal request for you to assist me in my research. This means that you have already reached an agreement on this matter. With some extra hands, we can accomplish more. I would definitely welcome your help. Besides, the people of the supply station can rest easy with you around. I didn't mean to sneak out alone and leave them behind. I just couldn't bear to wait another second before trying out my idea. That thing by your side just now, was it a phantom? I was indeed looking for a way to enter the fog. It was only until I actually met Phantom. It was my first time seeing one in person. Definitely not the rumored waveform phenomenon, but more like an information-filled body that could be decoded. So, what information does it carry, you may wonder? Could it be related to the cause of the fog? With this possibility in mind, I followed the Phantom all the way here, which leads to how I was using the decoder on my terminal to decipher it. A decoder? Sounds very high-tech. Well, certainly. I've improved upon it myself, based on the rudimentary version at the Academy. The new design can automatically recognize and analyze sounds, making it great for dealing with unknown sources like phantoms. You seem like you're even more confused than you were before, huh? WuWa told me not to overload people with principles and terms first thing when I meet them, and here I go again. No worries. I'll take it as a science class on the spot. Anyway, the ecoacoustics theory are indeed quite complex, and it also involves information transcription and such. It's difficult to explain in just a few words. Simply put, with this device we can decipher what the Phantom is saying. Oh yeah, you, I, song, sky, love, sorrow. These incoherent words comprise the entirety of its message, but the meaning they point to... Maddie, what do you make of these words? They seem like a broken and encrypted poem. A poem? Songs rise above the skies, love overcomes sorrow. I see. With your added interpretation, it does indeed appear more romantic. It's surprising to see you have such a creative side. You don't know me. We just met. Guess we can rule out the possible connection between the phantoms and the fog out there. After all, those anomalies are nowhere near as beautiful as poetry. Well, at least that's what I deduced from my first encounter with it. I might be proven wrong later on, which is also natural. For now, let's focus on how to get to the center of the mist. I've been digging through all the data on the Winding Aches' mire. I think I found a way to make it work. We just have to find the site, reboot the device, clear the fog, and investigate the source. Luckily, I had brought the ultrasonic pulse chips with me before setting off, so I can share them directly with you. The actions I just mentioned involve traversing through the marshlands. But don't worry, as long as we have these chips, we don't need to fear the tornado. Oh wait, where's my backpack? What backpack? I'm referring to the backpack in which I keep the equipment for investigation. Oh no, how can I lose a large backpack by that? All those things in the bag. What about the chips? It was when I met you. No, it was when I was chasing the... Yes, I was chasing the phantom. I got so caught up I probably forgot my bag somewhere. Good thing you remember where it is. Let's go find it. Alright, we should make haste and return to where I was before. I got way over my head back there. It's good to have additional verification for my deductions, but it's not right to let it interfere with our original plan. Now I can see why we never let me go on investigations on my own.
Can you keep up?
Let's see. Perfect. Nothing seems to be missing. Thank you, Maddie. I'll be sure to keep a firm eye on it from now on, like on your back. Now, about the ultrasonic pulse chips we've discussed earlier. Here, put it inside your terminal. What does it do? Dear me, it appears you lack the necessary knowledge regarding the mire. This calls for a science lesson. I'm all ears, Professor WuWa. This place is called the Winding Aches' Mire, named after the bird-like tacit discord Morning Aches. Lives here. Additionally, as you can see, this place has a lot of marshes. Because of water temperature differences, there's a large vortex deep in the marsh. It used to be considered a local spectacle, but now with the bizarre fog, it stirred up dangerous mud and spilled it everywhere. By installing these chips, we can utilize the resonance of ultrasonic pulses to dissolve the mud. It's hard to explain, so let me show you. Watch that mud over there. I'll demonstrate what I mean. Okay. Clear the mud along the path. How do I use it?
Still recognize me?
Oh, I see. Well, rather effective, isn't it? Easy as breeze. As I predicted, you seem like the adaptable type. Now, with the chips installed, our prep work is nearly complete. Now back to the detailed plan of this operation. The first question: how do we access the center of the fog for further investigations? It's all yours, Professor WuWa. Oh, now you're making me nervous. I'm not sure if the rangers at this station told you or not, but all this fog, thunderstorms, and that huge vortex I just mentioned, they didn't just show up overnight. The exact spot where it began is now covered in thick fog, so we do know where these odd events originated. But we still don't know what caused them in the supposedly deepest area. The fog's thick, and wandering into it without caution could mean getting lost forever. I read that the Court of Savante Committee once built a dedicated facility here. They even developed suppressors to disperse the fog from the inside. But the fog is still here. Yeah, despite the well-intended attempts of the CSC scholars, the research facilities were eventually abandoned. Without proper maintenance, the suppressors were down soon after and couldn't be located. With these in mind, our priority is to locate the abandoned facility in order to acquire the suppressor's position and their activation key. We'll reactivate the suppressors and dissipate the fog as we progress. We should uncover everything once we reach the deepest place. Sure is a plan filled with twists and turns. I agree. Should any aspect of the plan not be executed properly, the entire plan may come to a halt. However, isn't it part of humanity to not back down when faced with the unknown? If there is a way, we shall try it and eliminate the uncertainty along the way. I have confidence, as I won't be alone this time. You'll be accompanying me. This will be my first time working together with anyone other than Hui. As my wife... Oh, your wife. Okay. She's always taken care of me, and as a researcher, she is among the most compassionate and understanding of individuals. Though she's not with me here today. I trust I can successfully complete the investigation with you, my new partner. So why isn't Hui with you this time? Well, this isn't the first time we've been apart for a while now. Sometimes it just can't be helped, you know? Anyway, when the situation is against us, all we are left to do is to put ourselves to work. Now, without further ado, let's set out to the settlement closest to the fog. During my previous investigation, residents of that settlement mentioned someone named Chui, who ran into an unknown CSC building while scavenging. It's likely the facility I've read about in the logs. I arranged a meeting with him. We should inquire him about the facility's location.
A smooth journey. Can you keep up?
The sound. Do you hear that, Maddie? Oh my, behind you, it's the Phantom. It just appeared behind you out of nowhere. I know it doesn't hurt anyone, but still. Looks exactly like how they described at the supply station. Huh? So you've heard about it from the station? Seems like the number of eyewitnesses are beginning to grow. But it appeared right by our side, out of all places. It's almost as if it were actively seeking any person passing by. Like the Phantom I was following, it immediately stopped moving after realizing I was behind it. Strange. I wonder what kind of message it's carrying. Now that it has come to us, naturally it's time to bring out my frequency transcription program. Points. Death, I cannot return. Resurrect, not. Forget me, farewell. Leave, no wait, there's still more. And it's gone. Death, I cannot return. Resurrect, not. Forget me, farewell. The words are making more sense this time, but it's still pretty hard to understand. It's a different set of phrases. Could it be that different phantoms carry different messages? No, that'll introduce too much noise and bring down the effectiveness of communication. It would make more sense if one message was broken up into separate parts and delivered piece by piece. Some parts go here, some parts go there, like different segments of a poem. A rather fitting and sentimental analogy. It is possible that the phantoms each carry different bits of a full message. We need to collect all of them to truly decipher it. As for why and how the message is broken down, it could be purely random or it could be constrained by the different sizes and energy capacities of the phantoms. After all, the information can get lost as they run out of energy. Like our two encounters with the phantoms, we can only extract so much information from a single one. Once their energy is exhausted, they disappear. Precisely. But did you notice that this phantom we encountered inside the fog seemed to be able to transmit more information? It may just be a coincidence, but I presume the less distance it travels, the less energy it consumes. Plus, so far they've only appeared within proximity of the fog, suggesting that the fog may be their origin. We should give it further look once the fog's cleared. Yes, as we mentioned before, echoacoustics and ecology are two deeply connected disciplines of study. Through unraveling hidden secrets in the fog, we may gain a comprehensive understanding of these phantoms. Let's press on. It's almost time for our meeting. Owing to your assistance, perhaps, we were barely stalled or disrupted and made much more progress in decoding on this trip. Having a partner that you can get along with really makes for an untroubled investigation. Well, you're already married and I'm not interested, so let's keep that one clear. You young man. You must be the researcher from the Academy. Yes, I'm WuWa of the WuWa Academy, and this is Maddie. We're here to seek information regarding the derelict Court of Savante facility recently discovered. Yet, if my memory serves me correctly, it was Chu Shang who had made the discovery, and you are... Hello, you can call me Chiji. Chi Shang is my father. He was on his way to meet you, but ran into a few wounded residents. Being a former army doctor, he wanted to take care of the injured before coming to see you. Anything we can help you with? Thank you. It's nothing my father can't handle on his own. The problem is he needs to get more medicine ASAP to handle the sudden influx of patients. Also, not only did we break our arrangement, it simply wouldn't be fair to just ask for your help. It'll be another hour at most before my father's done. I'll let you know as soon as he gives me the word. Do feel free to walk around the settlement if you're feeling bored. This is the closest human settlement to the fog, and to where the two avian TDs have nested years ago, which form the unique landscape you see. Avian TDs? You mean the morning eggs? Yes, the morning eggs. Its cries are filled with mourn and shrill, randomly attacking any humans that pass by. Like any other anomaly, it has caused us a great deal of trouble. But years ago, it didn't behave like this at all. When I was 5 or 6 years old, I first saw it with my father. It soared in the skies with another avian TD singing to one another. Even as we stood close by, those TDs didn't pay us much attention, as if they only saw each other. Later, I heard that the other TD had died, leaving the morning eggs behind. Since then, it has changed, and this whole place has changed with it. Must be in a lot of pain to be left alone. With so much pain, I presume it had to unleash it somehow. Sounds like you know a lot about the morning eggs. Oh, do I? Well, of course. I'm a dedicated researcher in solving the Myers anomalies, of course. Having this basic level of understanding of the issue is a basic requirement. Sounds like you're quite interested in the creature. If you want to know more, we can ask the elders of the settlement. For me, memories about the avian TD have become vague and hard to recall. Hey, yo, old man, tell me about that bird. I just can't do it, Grandpa, I can't even get a melody going and my cheeks are getting sore. That's because you're doing it wrong, kiddo. Can we take a break for just a little? Huh, are you here for my grandpa? Yeah, but we can wait. Well, I can't have you waiting on me. Ask away. Then that means I can take a breath for a while. You little rascal. What can this old man do for you strangers? Oh, it's nothing serious. We noticed you were teaching our grandson to play music on a leaf. Can it really make the morning eggs sing along with you? Sure it can. It's something that was uniquely popular among us older generations. And all you need, get ready for it, is just an ordinary leaf. A leaf? You're sure you can really play music with it? See, Grandpa, they don't believe you either. Shush, go away, you brat. Find a leaf and pinch it together on one side like this. Hold the other side close to your lips. Now blow along the edges to make sounds. You may even change the pitch. Sounds a lot like a bird singing. Indeed, you can turn anything in the world into an instrument as long as you've got the music in you. If you put your heart into it, you can even use it to express your feelings. Sorry. When we were young, we would sit on the cliff after a long day of work and play with some simple tunes with the leaves. The morning eggs and the other bird TD rarely attacked anyone, and we watched the two always fly right beside each other, off in the distance, back and forth like a lovely couple. Some random fellow then suggested that we use the leaves to say hello, so we gave it a try, and to our surprise, not only did they understand us, they even eventually joined in singing our tunes. Boy, those were chill and relaxing days. So now only one of the TDs is left. Yep, all because of what happened afterwards. There was a TD outbreak. Every TD out there was hungry for sounds. Human or not human, they tear everything to shreds. Trying to protect his partner, one of the birds were attacked, chewed up alive by rampant TDs. The one that survived went mad later because of it, becoming the morning eggs we all know today. Perhaps, from its perspective, time forever frozen at that moment. From then on, it lived like a zombie, denying and attacking all living things that approached it. So, you're saying the reason why Big Birdie became the morning eggs is because it lost its loved one? Like Mr. Quee? After Mr. Quee passed away, she no longer made delicious rice cakes like she used to. Now they either taste either salty or bitter. A bit too early to be getting into these things for your age, don't you think, my boy? Sometimes kids can see things grown-ups don't. In time, one must accept their losses before truly moving on. It doesn't do to dwell on it, but it's hard to move on from such losses. Yes, it's tough, but there are things I always feel driven to do no matter what. Things like exploring the unknown, like this investigation. I knew you'd say that again. Now, let's push on. Are you saying the morning aches may have caused this fog? Who even are you? Shui, you came on too strong. Please pardon the interruption. I'm a researcher at the WuWa Academy, on a mission to investigate the fog. Please, I need to learn more about what you just said. Well, I guess there's no harm in telling you. It's not like I'm making it up. We've seen it many times now. The morning aches enters the fog and stays there for a while, but once it gets out from there, big lightning strikes and the fog thickens. The aches must have done something. You said you're looking at all this mess, so you got any conclusion yet? When are we getting rid of this fog? You're our best bet now. Please make it go away already. We are on the case. Rest assured, we'll get to the bottom of it. Thank you for your patience, Shiwa, Maddie. I hope you enjoyed your stay here so far. Father told me the wounded have been treated and he's on his way. Shall we head to our meeting place from earlier? Sure. See you there. Sorry for keeping you waiting. It's fine. We took the opportunity to learn about the situation. As this fellow researcher had told me, you're here to ask about the Court of Savante facility, correct? According to the archives, the Court of Savante once built a dedicated facility to study the origin of this fog. I guess it could be the one you've discovered. A research facility for the fog? That explains why the facility is equipped for observation with environmental simulators and a central control panel in the center. I tried using it. It was still in working condition, but it needed authorization credentials or something. No need to worry. The WuWa Academy has dedicated procedures set in place when it comes to matters relating to the Court of Savante. Prior to my departure, Mr. Zhongli Yao told me everything I need to know. I will share with you the coordinates of the facility, but are you really planning on going there? What's the problem? I'm aware that you must have done a great deal of research regarding fog, yet once you've gone inside, you'll soon realize that the reality is completely different. With all the TDs growing ever so restless, plus those weird phantoms in the mud, it's all over the place. Don't worry, it's nothing we can't handle. Yes, with Maddie and I's unparalleled teamwork, there isn't a task we can't accomplish. I understand that you have your reasons for your persistence, but still, do prioritize your safety above all else. Let me think. Here, I'll mark all the routes and locations I used to reach the facility on the map for you. Follow them closely and you'll be safe. Take all the supplies you need from the settlement before you go. We will leave your supplies to you.
quickly and swiftly.
According to Shoestrings' map, we should be approaching the facility right about... Ah, there it is. TDs, they seem to be covered in... Is that mud from the marsh? They're standing right in front of the entrance of all places. Like last time, we should clear the mud before we deal with them.
Take this! Victory favors me.
I thought I cleared the mud. But maybe I didn't? No. Okay. I misunderstood. I thought I just needed to clear the brown stuff.
Hush! Found your weak spot.
Go inside. This must be the control panel Chu Shang spoke of. By the looks of it, the facility has been abandoned for quite some time, and no one's tampered with all these controls since. Why was it abandoned? I do not know. I failed to find any relevant information when I was studying the archives, but sometimes research gets cut short before the funding, outside pressure, or other issues. It's not always the researcher's choice. Our predecessors were unable to find an answer, but at least they left behind these clues. It's on us to keep their legacy alive and move forward. It is still in working condition, and there's enough backup power. Now, according to Mr. Zhongli Yao's instructions, username, and then... There, I'm in. Welcome to the digital documentation of SR-461's classified manual. Only members of our top secret organization have access to this interface. So if you're not one of us, scram before we track you down. Now for my fellow members, let's get down to business. As outlined in Article 1, it is crucial to differentiate between Suppressor 1 and Suppressor 2. Mixing them up could lead to disastrous consequences. We don't want that, do we? Moving on to Article 2. Surprise, there are 3 suppressors in total, and they all need monthly checkups and maintenance. Don't forget to download your keys from the main console before you head over to inspect and update their logs. But hold your horses, folks. Before you start celebrating with sugary carbonated beverages, know that these activities will be recorded and could disqualify you from the end of the month raffle event. Yes, even the daily intake of smelly rice noodles in the conference room is a no-go. No amount of aromatic reagents can cover up that stench. And speaking of stench, let's talk about puns and dad jokes. We all love them or pretend not to, but too much can be a nuisance for everyone else. That's why anyone caught making puns or cracking corny jokes will have to suffer through a week-long worth of punishment. Just try not to repeat them. That's just unforgivable. Lastly, reminder that this manual can only be adjusted 3 times per quarter. Any additional changes will have to wait until the next quarter. So there you have it, folks. The 21 articles carefully crafted by the brilliant minds of SR-461. Let's all abide by them and avoid any unpleasant consequences. Classified documents of Team SR-461 sounds more like kind of a code of conduct. Then again, it also feels strange to be one. But on the bright side, thanks to this strange manual, we now have more information on the suppressors. There are a total of 3 devices. Downloading key code, logs, done. Maddie, I have the key code. You should keep it back up in your terminal as well. The key code and the suppressor share the same operating system. With this information, we can pinpoint their positions, neglecting any interference. Now we won't lose our way in the fog. The road ahead should grow increasingly smoother if we activate the suppressors sequentially. It's completely covered in mud, top to bottom, just like those TDs from earlier. Yes, but unlike the TDs, which cover themselves with these substances of protective cover, the suppressor's operations are completely disrupted by it. Related or non-related, we have to clean the device, so we can't figure out where its controls are, let alone have it up and running again. How about we make use of the vortex to give it a nice deep clean? A highly compressed jet of water should clean the mud off in one go. Activate.
Quickly and swiftly. Take this! You will yield. Surrender.
It's the painting.
Improvise. The stage is set. Hush! Running won't save you. Can you keep up?
It's working. Readings show a significant decrease in energy fluctuation. Our plan is a success. But is this the log mentioned in the classified manual? The records end at the surveying of Mount X. Maddie, have a look for yourself. Status of suppression device reactivated. Functions normal. Rate of fog suppression continues to decline. Data analysis and additional notes. Recent suppression results unsatisfactory. Assuming the effectiveness of the suppression device remains constant, I can only infer that the increase of energy intensity within the fog source is present. Test results have revealed that the fog carries energy of a similar frequency as detected in the mud-like substance found within the marsh. I can confirm with high confidence that these phenomena are derived from a unique and unified source in this area. In addition, it's been observed that the Morning X performed repeated entries into the fog carrying reactants of high energy intensity, followed by a plummet in the efficiency of the suppression device. After its departure, I believe that the Morning X correlates with this source. However, I'm puzzled to find that the Morning X vital signs weaken each time it departed from the fog, lacking data. Further observations needed. Recorder Shear SR-461.
Anything catch your eye? This craftsmanship. A wise investment.
Apparently these chests are unmarked.
Quickly and swiftly. An absurd, impudent display. Hush! Such stubbornness. Take this! You will yield. Is that it? Leave it to me. Astral modulation. Can you keep up? Quickly and swiftly. Found your weak spot. You've crossed the wrong person. Improvise. Running won't save you. The stage is set. Is that it? A smooth journey. Leave it to me. Okay. It's the painting. My compliments. Found your weak spot. Can you keep up? Quickly and swiftly. Improvise. Rectify.
we have a problem here.
Take this! Brilliance lights the way! Running won't save you.
The problem is...
Such stubbornness. Surrender. Leave it to me. Iron graft you knew. Loading. Yay.
The problem with having a Glacio team is when you run into Glacio immune enemies. Okay, now on to you.
My compliments. Hush! Found your weak spot. The stage is set. You've crossed the wrong person.
That was rough. Let's see, this one should also have a maintenance and log inside. Ah, I found it. This one has more entries than the first suppressor, and this time the contents are a bit different.
Anything catch your eye?
Entry number 18. Status of suppression device reactivated, functions overloading, rate of fog suppression only at 34.265%. Data analysis and additional notes. Recent suppression results unsatisfactory. Suppression rates continue to decrease. If the power of the suppression device is not further amplified, it's only a matter of time before we lose suppression effectiveness and experience a further spreading of the fog. However, considering the effectiveness of the suppression device has already received 2 increased adjustments, as well as the changing of the fog's intensity from weak to strong, further increase would only result. It feels as if the fog's source has engaged in a match of tug-of-war with us. No, this is impossible. Judging from the frequency band drawn, there are no large life forms within the fog area, but is it really possible? Must a life form be identified by humans? We have been unsuccessful in making actual contact with the source of the fog up until this day. Thus, we cannot completely rule out the existence of human intelligence. In addition, I've read Shear's log. Not that I wanted to. It was only because he came looking for me, and I believe that additional manpower and equipment should be allocated to further survey the movement of the morning eggs. I have not witnessed the creature's behaviors inside the fog area like Shear did, yet I have seen it perform frequent circles and landings within proximity of the deceased avian tacit discord. It still possesses longings for the avian tacit discord and has lost its sanity because of it. Similarly, I still hold the speculation that the avian tacit discord bears human emotions and human intelligence. Normally, we would be led to believe that the harmony between the two tacit discords is nothing more than a simulation of some form of biological behavior. Yet I've witnessed, during the tacit discord outbreak, one of the creatures dragged its dying partner to safety as it let out a mournful cry towards humans. It gave a shrilling cry as it kneeled down, seeking the humans for help. At that moment, I seem to have seen its soul, one that is no different from a human. I'm aware that this is an emotional experience inappropriate to this recording, but I insisted on its inclusion. Recorder Chi-Chi, SR461. God, that's so sad. I have to say, the wording in this log is rather emotionally biased, and even the conclusions are equally far-fetched. However, considering how the previous manual was labeled classified, it seems to me the SR-461 a body of a handful of smaller teams, so it's understandable to have researchers of varying personalities. What do you make of the speculations mentioned in this log? Which part are you referring to specifically? The likelihood that the source possessed human intelligence, or the part regarding the avian TTs carrying human emotions? Both. Speaking of the source, to this day the Academy has yet to discover any significant life forms from within the fog, yet I cannot use this as evidence to deny the researchers' speculations. As mentioned in the log, a definitive judgment cannot be drawn without making direct contact with it. While hypothesis is one matter, validity is another. Nonetheless, I'm inclined to believe his theory holds merit. As we continue to prove the feasibility of the seemingly impossible, fewer are the regrets we have to deal with. That is the spirit of science. Ah, yes, the spirit of science compels me. Moving on to speculations regarding the avian TDs carrying human emotions. Personally, I share the same sentiment. Nearly all TDs carry the instinct to hunt and devour sound. They attack other living beings, even their own kind. Yet the two avian TDs are uniquely different. As Chujiman had described, they are mutually inseparable. They do not attack humans, only caring for themselves. Perhaps they exist to complete the other. The way you're putting it makes it feel like they're not even TDs. There is yet to be a comprehensible definition of a tacit discord, is there not? There may even be countless more entities in the world that are beyond our imagination than meets the eye. Maybe this time, as we continue to delve deeper into the fog, we may be capable of varying some of these speculations, or at the very least, make some progress towards the right direction. Who knows, right from the start, I wasn't even sure if we would complete the investigation smoothly and reach till the end. Thus, my mind has only set on completing the task. Now, after actually setting foot inside the fog, I've grown concerned of all of this. If WuWa was here, I'm sure she'd share the same feeling as I am now. There's only one suppressor left. Here's hoping the fog would clear out once we activate it and reveal the source. We'll find out soon enough. I mean, that seems unlikely. I assume they had all their suppressors running at the same time, too. Sizzle. The familiar murmur is back, and this time Phantom is unmistakably in front of you. The Phantom hovers in front of you. The sounds it makes seems to be clearer than before. Do you have something to say to us? Follow me. Where to? I do not know. It's what the decoder is telling me, what the Phantom is implying at the moment. Where is it trying to lead us?
Can you keep up?
More abandoned complex and equipment, likely belonging to the Jiji as well. Bzz, 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 bzz. Humans, the two of us inside device. We're inside the device? The Phantom wishes to have us activate these two devices on the wall. Well, hopefully it's not an angry monster on the inside. I've had experience with similar devices in the past. It usually only contains data such as text, images, or videos. The patterns on the wall can be seen as simple authentication mechanisms. By filling the missing parts and ensuring they're in the correct order, the device will be activated, displaying the data inside in a holographic projection. These are videos related to the avian TDs. In the first footage, the two can be seen flying together, circling each other as if they are in a chorus, similar to that of what Chiji and the settlers had described. It must be when the other one was still alive. Matches what researchers wrote in his log. Could it be that they were the ones that built this facility? We should watch the other video. Second video, the morning aches is flying through the fog. It seems to be carrying something in its talons, and thunderstorms are occurring behind it. Does this mean the fog was caused by the aches? Has it been providing the fogs with energy all this time? Bzz, bzz, bzz. Quick, pull out your decoder. You and I together, our songs, bright sky, love. Death, I cannot return, resurrect, not, forget me, farewell. These are the same messages from before, but more complete. 2 pieces of information released by a single phantom. The phantoms inside the fog do indeed carry more information and also grants better decoding results. Now, do you feel that the scenes in which these 2 pieces of messages correspond feel a bit familiar? It's the morning aches and the other avian TD. I once sang together across the clear sky and also experienced separation through life and death. The morning aches never forgot its partner. By not accepting what it's lost, it can never bear to let go and move on. The tone of these messages feel more like a story told by the one who had experienced it. You are unable to return, so you hope it will forget you. You mentioned saying goodbye thus. Yet, who are you? If the phantoms are just couriers of information, then who are you exactly? The air suddenly grew silent. As you listen to Julia's quiet mumble his questions, you cast your eyes on the phantom. You feel that the answer is within grasp, and all that's missing is an opportunity. Bzz, 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 bzz. No, reborn. Go on pointless. You will get hurt. Bzz, 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 bzz. Do not hurt yourself. Stop. I leave. Bzz, 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 bzz. Say goodbye. Let us say goodbye. Shuei continues to decode its messages. The sounds of the phantom begin to crackle, ultimately fading away like the others before. This phantom has used up all its energy. Hey, is something wrong? Oh, nothing. It's just that I... Cheer up. We've got a lot more out of it than the last ones. Yes, I'm okay. I just had some thoughts about the eye and you from the messages, that's all. Although it may sound bizarre, but I think that this should be the most reasonable possibility. Recall that the researcher 12 mentioned in his log that the morning ache's vital signs grew weak each time it left the fog. It never ceased providing energy for the source, even at the cost of its own well-being. It must think it's a necessary sacrifice. The messages mentioned reborn. The answer is rather clear now. The source was strong energy fluctuations, and an absence of vital signs that we detected in the depths of the fog is a likely indication that the morning aches is trying to resurrect the other avian TD. We may find remains of TDs gathered around it. Wait a second, resurrect a TD? Is that even possible? Resurrection, it's out of the question beyond any doubt. The river you step into again will never be the same river you've stepped into for the first time, and things that perish cannot truly be resurrected. All the morning ache's doing is merely self-harm, a perseverance to an impossible outcome. Not only that, by doing this, it has generated energy anomalies across the area like the fog, the mud. As the fallen avian TD cannot be resurrection, the accumulation of TD remains carry reverberation frequencies. Think of it as scraps of consciousness. Acting out of instinct, it transmits information in the form of phantoms. Only the phantoms ran into random people wandering on the ground, instead of reaching the aches flying in the sky. The eye must be the morning eggs. Yes, if that's the case, then everything now makes sense. The fallen TD repeated its calls over and over again, hoping that the morning aches would halt its efforts and bid farewell. The latter is completely unaware of it. Can it really let go of its obsession as ever hoped? It's hard to say if their feelings go way too deep. Emotion can be the most uncontrollable force. It can drive an individual to do anything, and can also be there to support them to stand up again and start anew. We haven't activated all the suppressors yet, and not even reached the source of the fog, but we've already sorted out the cause of the fog. According to the description of our tasks and mission procedures, if the source of the fog is the accumulation of the TD remains, activating the final suppressor is all there's left to do. According to procedure, we should report the morning ache situation to the Midnight Rangers and have the professionals handle the remains. You've said before that speculations need to be verified. You're right. All those are based on my personal understandings of hypothetical inferences, even if it is infinitely close to reality with a probability of up to 99.999%. This cannot be used as the true answer without verification. Yes, for the settlers of Whining Akesmere, a thorough extermination of the remains may be the most direct and efficient way, but maybe not the best. Carefully gathered remains, only to have them cleared and its final hopes shattered by humans, this might arouse the morning ache's hatreds toward the humans. It may go berserk. Perhaps only by truly accepting the loss and giving up the idea of resurrection can we prevent the morning aches from trying again and causing another anomaly. You wish to help the morning aches let go of its persistence? Have it let go of its persistence. It might sound a bit too optimistic and sad. It reminded me of what was written inside the researcher's log. The morning aches plead to humans as its companion died, and its never-ending cries of sorrow. I honestly believe that it is capable of feeling the same emotions as humans. With the passing of the one it holds dear, it cannot forget and does not wish to forget, so it shackled itself in place, entrusting everything to nothingness. If we can find a way to help them meet face to face for one last time and have its companion convey its feelings to the aches directly. Stop, let it go, pull yourself together, start over and move on. This is something only the other half can do. We need to adjust our plans. Once we've activated the remaining suppressor, we head straight to the source, but not just to figure out the cause, but to attempt to solve the cause from its roots. You won't know unless you try.
Start small to build big.
Very sad quest.
Quickly and swiftly. Surrender!
We've picked
You've crossed the wrong person. Take this! Quickly and swiftly. You will yield. Lighter than a dove. Leave it to me. Hush! Such stubbornness. Found your weak spot. Can you keep up? You've crossed the wrong person. Quickly and swiftly. An absurd, impudent display. Such stubbornness. Anything catch your eye?
Nothing to read on that one. Okay. This is about to be real sad. Oh, I've been playing for more than 3 hours. Intensity of energy fluctuations has reached peak numbers. The source of the anomaly, the accumulation of TD remains. Our interpretation and speculation of the phantoms were correct. In attempting to resurrect the fallen avian, TD remains accumulated by the morning eggs have caused anomalies in the form of fog and corrosive mud. So what should we do now? The reason for the Phantom's ability to carry information owes to the scraps of consciousness of TDs inside the remains. Due to the fragmented nature of these consciousness, they are inadequate to be fully formed into it, nor does it possess a body that can move or speak as before. However, there is a way in which we can bring it to see the morning aches and help them bid each other a final, absolute farewell. According to existing theories of echoes, the residual consciousness can be converted into reverberation frequencies and stored into a terminal. Then, with some tweaking, it can be reproduced as a projection to mirror its original appearance. How long can the projection last? An hour at most. Since the remains were pieced together, the consciousness will be inferior to that of a real echo, but an hour should be more than adequate for them to confess each other's feelings. Got it. As messengers, consider the message delivered. Now, let's use the terminal to absorb the reverberations from the remains. It's the morning aches. Turns out that gold barrier is its energy field. It's spotted us. Change of plans. We're doing it now. Time for them to say goodbye. How long do you need to get the protection going? I'll hold it back while you focus on the terminal.
Surrender. The stage is set. Victory favors me. Masterpiece complete.
The debugging is complete, but we need your power to sustain the projection in the beginning. Wait, it's gone rogue. Where's it going? The remnants of the reverberation can't hold out too long. There they go. Flying off into the distance. Understandable, as they should make the most of their final goodbye before their energy is completely exhausted. An unthinkable reunion they've been yearning for all this time. A reunion that not everyone has the luxury to experience. You're talking about the morning aches or the person you wish to reunite. Hui. Seems like you caught on to it. It was obvious. It's an understanding only someone who's experienced can grasp. I tried to my best to maintain an objective view, but it seems I just couldn't help myself. Although Hui has parted this world for 10 months, 13 days, I still miss her so much. She was the greatest researcher of them all. She always ventured deep into tacit fields to acquire the latest data on the TDs. If only I had been at her side. That one time. Death wouldn't have separated us at least. In the end, I wasn't there for her. So she never came back, and I remained here. To a certain extent, what happened afterwards was comparable to that of the morning aches. I refused to accept her departure and lived as though entirely stripped of life. I also held on to the illusion that as a researcher, I may be able to find a way to bring you back to my side. She wouldn't want you to if she's here. Yes, as Zhonghui Yao had said to me as well. How can anyone bear to see? How can anyone bear to see the ones you deeply love live in a daze? You'd wish them the best and move on. Even though left alone, there's no need to be depressed. All there is for me to do is to carry the memories we shared, our past, and continue to move forward and live a good life. That's what he would hope for me to do. I'm sure it's what the avian TD would tell the morning eggs in their goodbye. Do you believe the morning eggs is capable of completely letting go? It's hard to say, but I'm hopeful that it'll be a happy ending. If it's capable of garnering, garnering? I think it's garnering the determination to resurrect the other at the cost of inflicting self-harm, then I'm sure it'll find a way to move on, following its companion's wishes. Naturally, the eggs will have to endure a period of pain before achieving it. And saying goodbye is the first step to a fresh new beginning, and for you as well. By all means. Oh, by the way, have a look at this. I found it after the fog had cleared. Judging from its form, it's the same as the maintenance logs of the first two suppressors. Instead of a research record, this one appears to be more like a draft of a message. It's yet another emotionally biased writing. However, considering the things we encountered during the investigation, it seems rather fitting.
This craftsmanship. A wise investment.
Mist, thunderstorms, and the so-called phantoms, all these anomalies are due to the morning egg successions. The CSC seniors were right in judging that there may be some similar bond between TDs as there is with humans, and I was right in judging that you are a very dependable partner. I wish I could have you as my research partner in the future. Unfortunately, we have to transmit back the data we collect from this operation first. Anyway, leave the wrapping up and documenting to me. If you have a chance, come find me at Huaja. Next time we meet, I'll be sure to bring Hoshi's share along and become even more awesome. Oh, I thought it was like a message. But it's just this. Okay. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. There we go. Hello. I mean, you can if you really want, but let me see if I have any requests that I was gonna do. Thing is, it's not gonna be very entertaining because I just am going to be doing exploration, so I don't know how much fun it would be. What am I at now for this? So I don't particularly care if you do or don't, but I don't know. I've never done any co-op on Withering Waves. Crap, that's gonna mess up my team though, isn't it?
I can't believe this. You will yield.
Train hard, challenge patrollers, failure breeds growth, build your resilience, improve your skills.
Still recognize me? Leave it to me. Astral modulation. Yeah. My compliments. Time to get down to take this. I can't believe the stage is set.
God, I hate the nasally voice of them saying, "I can't believe this." It is so annoying.
Start small to build big.
I let you into my world, you do have to swear an oath that you will not make weird jokes about how women belong in the kitchen. I fear the last time I have actually had a Wuthering Waves co-op experience, and it was very rude. Rude. The only other person who I've done co-op with in Wuthering Waves, did be making the jokes about how women belong in the kitchen. I can't remember how it got brought up. I think I was just like cooking in the game. And next thing you know, because they were watching my stream, they didn't even do it in like game chat. Like I was fully on stream. It was a viewer, and I joked that about how I didn't like cooking, and next thing you know, they were like, "That's so weird, because you're a woman." They were like, "What kind of woman are you?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." Weird dude. Okay,
Still recognize me?
that was my bad. Why am I getting all these notifications? It's probably yelling at me for playing so long. Oh yeah, I've played so long that they're putting out notifications about the next banner already. Fucking. Okay.
Quickly and swiftly. Found your weak spot. Brilliance lights the way.
The one downside of Carletta is she can't do the aimed shooting. And it's... Are you kidding me? It's caused a particular annoyance in my life. Yeah, I am probably locked into something, and there's probably nothing I can do to fix that. I don't know what it is. Yeah. Well, so I'm going to be playing more, and it probably wasn't a good time to play with me anyway, because I'm not going to be on for much longer. So, there will be another day. Like I said, I'm trying to get back into playing again. So... I hate these two things. They should be banned.
Whee! Haha.
Let's try it. Over here, I guess.
Whee!
Fuck! Okay. New plan. Let's get rid of this, and then we can come around from this direction.
Running won't save you. Huh. Glory demands more. Huh. Huh. Masterpiece complete.
But yeah, I am very behind on like all of the main quests because I'm much like my alternate Genshin account. I'm a little freak who's like, we gotta play in order. And so, not completely in order because I was convinced. So I started playing when it released on PlayStation, which was when Renacida came out. And I was convinced to play the first chapter of Renacida. So I have like up to the Hecate fight.
Huh. We've got company.
Oh. We need to not have company.
Now, that's a
'Cause-
total steal.
Patty doesn't know how to play this game. Well, my alto is unbuilt. Also, welcome to my Discord. Like I said, I started a while ago. It's been like a year, but after playing obsessively for a period of time, I then didn't play at all, and so I only have like my main team built. I have nothing done. Like I said, I'm almost through this whole first section, and then then I'm gonna go to Mount Firmament, and then to Black Shores, and then I'll finally go back to Renacida. We'll get there eventually, guys. I don't know, it's just for how I really like to play. I know it's like not a play style for everyone of like doing things in order, but it's just, it brings me comfort. I will say, unlike Genshin, I am not
Still recognize me?
really dedicated to the lore. It probably doesn't help that the first section is questionable. The person who made jokes about me belonging in a kitchen also, okay, so they were the ones who really wanted me to play, and then they got really upset, which I don't know why they got upset with me, because they'd watched me for a while, so they knew how I played. So they kept being like, oh, you can just skip the whole first section of the story because it's really bad. And I was like, pal, what are you talking about? We can't just skip it. Like, I can't just not do it. I need to know, like, I did play this story. I just don't particularly care about the lore, at least to this point. I know the basics. I like Shorekeeper. I like the Shorekeeper lore. What is it? He just kept getting really annoyed with me about everything. Here, I can show you who I have. Like I said, this is the accumulation of a year of like. Okay, I'll admit, money was spent. So I have Carlotta and Gigi, and Carlotta has her weapon. Gigi, Shorekeeper. Jinshi. I don't know these people's names. Chayakona, I believe, has her weapon.
The battlefield is
Jian.
dynamic. Do not let your guard down.
Verena.
Be there for every time for another
Encore, Cardathea, and Cardathea has her weapon. I had to pull I wasn't planning on pulling Cardathea, and this one was way back when I was still actively playing, like right as Renaseed was coming out. I wasn't planning on pulling for her, and then I think I just like accidentally pulled on her weapon banner, or I wanted her weapon for someone else, and then I was like, shit, I have to get her now, I guess. And then Hayuki, Sigurika, Luke, Mornier, Lene, Chisa,
I'm ready.
Chiyun, Galbrena. I can't even explain. Like, I have spent money, but I wouldn't even say it's like a significant amount of money. I just like get really lucky pulls, and and I got Camellia for free,
I see my way clear.
and then standards. The only person I really want now is Augusta. She's my pulling is all just based on vibes. So like, I know everyone's really excited about these upcoming collab characters, and I looked at them and I said, nope, that is not my vibe. Oh. That was that. And much like Genshin and the builds I mentioned earlier, they are on, like, I will put them on the correct sets, but I'm not going to farm echoes too much. We're going to get echoes pretty much purely through my exploration, and that's that. On that.
Quickly and swiftly.
I haven't touched Endgame, and I don't plan on it. Sniff the whiff. Okay. I don't plan on it. It's kind of ridiculous that I did spend money to get some of these characters when I wasn't actively playing. I always knew I'd come back, though. Investigate that table. Listen, I'll admit, I've made some questionable money decisions in life.
A smooth journey.
I never spend more than I have. That's really the important thing. Plus, I don't really have a lot of money to spend on anything else.
Lighter than a dove. Can you keep up? Huh.
I can't remember if I actually did any exploration or if in this warehouse, or if there really just wasn't anything. I know there was a quest that took place here, but other than that, I will say, I think I'm spoiled by Infinity Nikki a little bit, because Infinity Nikki, because there's so much about taking pictures, like all of the chairs are interactable and you can sit on, and so I'm always like, what do you mean I can't sit on this chair? But I want to. It's not fair.
Can you keep up?
It's like a petition. Genshin, let me pet animals. Wuthering Waves, let me sit on chairs. Also, let Carletta do
Craftsmanship. A wise investment.
charge shots. It's just annoying when you're exploring, because there's so many charge shot puzzles.
Quickly and swiftly.
Once I build one of my other teams, I have some other gun-based characters.
Can you keep up?
I can't keep up. One of my other complaints is, I don't think they have, like, Genshin has annoying lines that repeat over and over, but I think they have even less lines. And so it's the same thing. Like, Genshin at least, I think, has cycles of, like, 2 or 3, I swear. They just have one line for every situation.
Quickly and swiftly. Take this!
That's right, Boar. Take that. You were just innocently standing here, and now you're gonna take it. Fuck. Okay, let me...
Glory demands more.
Oops. This is fine. Let me go pull out my Alto team again. Or maybe that's what I should do next.
Well, would you look at that?
Oh, there is a channel accomplishment. I actually did numbers on... Oh, damn. My ad is playing.
Leave it to me. Worry not.
I will leave it to you.
Loading. Astral modulation.
God, Shorekeeper's voice is so nice.
Insta-painting. A new technique. Art unveiled. My compliments. Start small to build big.
Let's check on this ad. It's got another 2 minutes.
Quickly and swiftly. Brilliance lights the way! Lighter than a dove. A smooth journey, quickly and swiftly. Found your weak spot. Huh. Huh.
Rock on! Fire!
Running won't save you.
How dare you!
Still recognize me?
Ooh, I mean...
Can you keep up?
Yes.
Anything catch your eye?
Is the ad over now? Yes. Okay, what I was saying earlier is we actually had a channel accomplishment. One of my... I try to clip my videos. I'm really bad at it. Mostly because I never, like, after the fact think I'm that funny. But I did a clip last stream that actually did some numbers on YouTube. 37 likes and like 1,000 views, which is better than my next most popular. Now my next most popular one actually got more views, but it got it got like 7 likes and 4 dislikes. It was apparently a controversial clip. I don't know what about it people were controverted by, but
Brilliance lights the way.
you know me on this channel, we do cause the controversies. I'm just a scandalous person.
Still recognize me? Gently does it?
No, okay. That didn't work. I guess probably from up there then? Oh no. Oh God. Not the butterfly thing again.
A smooth journey. Lighter than a dove. Anything catch your eye?
Alright, let's go. Actually, first we're gonna go get this, and then we're gonna go do the stupid
Quickly and swiftly.
dragonfly.
Leave it to me.
I will leave it to you, shorekeeper. Oh, the person who insulted me about the kitchen also, like, got into a fight. Okay, clearly I was not very good about kicking them out. Randomly, like, I just made a joke about shorekeeper being my wife, and they just got, like, super offended. And at first I thought it was a joke back of, I was like, she's my wife, and they're like, no, she's mine. I kind of just thought it was like, oh, we're just going along with the joke here. No, they, like, got pissed at me. It was like a whole... the hatred I feel for these puzzles.
Anything catch your eye?
I still need to finish this, like, domain thing in the train that had to do with an event. Sniff a whiff. Oh, I've defeated 66 whiff waffs. I'm sure you're all so proud. I am not a huge fan of how they did that, the like multi-function wheel of stuff. It's not my favorite.
Lighter than a dove. Improvise. You will yield.
Thank you for choosing the expressway. This highway is a direct connection between Port Guangzhou, Tiger's Mile Mine, and Jinzhou City. Please confirm your destination. Exiles and test discords may appear around this section of the expressway. Please be vigilant and drive safely during the transportation of goods. Update: those who intentionally vandalize or damage expressway facilities will be subjected to prosecution. Routine maintenance, Team 7, Ministry of Development. Look at the dragon. Soon we will be going towards him. I've already done the quest. Like, So I have the second half of the Tiger's Maw Mine quest, but otherwise I think I've done all the major Jinzhou. I feel a little
Swiftly.
bad killing herons now.
Found your weak spot. Brilliance lights the way.
Oh, fuck.
Leave it to me. Yay.
Okay.
Loading. Astral modulation.
Girl, we're gonna need you to really put yourself out there to kill these guys. The real downside to my team is when we do run into a glacial immune enemy, there is nothing I can do. It is my little shorekeeper against the world.
My compliments. Quickly and swiftly. Start small to build big. Take this! Lighter than a dove. Quickly and swiftly. Running won't save you. Victory favors me. This craftsmanship. A wise investment.
Let's see what we've got
Can
here.
you keep up? A smooth journey. Surrender.
Some exiles. I'm gonna exile you.
An absurd, impudent display.
Rude.
Leave it to me.
I will leave it to you, shorekeeper. You beat him up. You ain't being saved by no one, punk.
At your disposal. Improvise. Brilliance lights the way. Still recognize me? Hush.
Get out of the tree.
Useless idiots.
There's nobody else up here. I took out this girl. Okay. Okay. Went to the wrong one. Okay.
Anything catch your eye?
Not really. But thank you for asking. Let's go get this casket.
Lighter than a dove. Quickly and swiftly. Hush! Running won't save you. The stage is set.
Must have fallen off.
Can you keep up? Can you keep up?
This looks valuable.
Quickly and swiftly.
Leave it to me.
Physical damage detected. Astral modulation. Stay calm. Loading. It's the painting.
A new technique. Capture the spark.
My compliments. The stage is set.
Here came the bear indeed.
Quick. Hush! Running won't save you. Still recognize me? Is that it? This craftsmanship. A wise investment. Can you keep up? Take this! Lighter than a dove. quickly and swiftly. You will yield. Improvise.
Is there anything of interest?
Hush! Running won't save you.
Yeah, some raw meat. And foul. What is up?
A smooth journey. Lighter than a dove.
Finish this. Okay. Where? Oh, I see. I see the butterflies. Well, I might as well do this training dummy one first.
Can you keep up?
It's so interesting because the port city of Gweiju, where this other train is all like dreary and depressing, and then this one has like beach balls and stuff. I assume the whole dream thing is why it's all weird. Not the thing, my screen is kind of weird. Okay. Somewhere around here there's gotta be more of these butterflies.
A smooth journey.
Yes.
Lighter than a dove.
Here we go.
Surrender. Leave it to me.
Just like, leave those turtles to me. I won't let you turtle around.
Start small to build big.
Okay, I would like backup actually. here we go. He really likes these honeysuckle.
Quickly and swiftly. The stage is set. Anything catch your eye?
We're gonna need alto. For this.
Now, that's a total steal.
Quickly and swiftly. Found your weak spot.
Save me, boss.
Hello. Phew, they almost got away with it. I'm so glad you helped me out. I need to get going and deliver this package now, or I'll be late for the order.
Lighter than a dove. Take this! Quickly and swiftly. Here's to a world of discovery.
Where do I want to go? Oh, I actually know one place that I want to go. I think it's been 24 hours. We'll find out.
Lighter than a dove.
It's really weird. It's got, like, instead of just daily resets, some of these quests are like after 24 hours it'll reappear. Yes. Here we go. This was pretty with all the moons.
Hi, Rover. Long time no see. Do you still remember me?
I do.
My brother and I are super grateful for the help we got from you and Ling Yang. Please let me thank you again.
What are you doing here?
We at the Pioneer Association are planning an in-depth investigation into the Jingle Beast's mysteries.
That's great. Let me... Give me a minute. I'm lost on my map at the moment. Okay.
I've read lots of ancient books on this topic during this time. The book said the Jingle Beast used to live near the Violet Banyan, so I proposed coming here for an investigation. But our plan had to be put on hold because of the dangerous spores here. Until not long ago, the Academy sent us a message that the spores had been cleared. We hurried over here as soon as we got the all clear from them. And you know what? We really found some traces of a large creature having lived here. The researcher on our team did a quick analysis, and they came to the preliminary conclusion that it must be the Jingle Beast. And the moon lanterns on the tree? The Jingle Beast, or maybe its family too. They must have put them up there. Why did they do that?
I mean, maybe they
And
liked
this lucky
aesthetics
greetings
too.
collection. How weird! Has the Jingle Beast learned how to talk already? And why would it choose to learn the lucky greetings of all things?
Oh my. How did I leave such an important thing behind?
I was worried the Qijing Drung would be too loud.
Whoa! Rover! What? Why are you here?
No idea. My feet took me here.
Really? Me too? What a coincidence. Have you heard? Beishi's team just found some traces left by the Jingle Beast. What a surprise. By the way, where did you learn that from?
From the Lucky Greetings collection we found in a tree hole.
Really? How strange. Someone must have forgotten it there. I mean, the Jingle Beast? Learning how to do lucky greetings? Who would have thought?
Yeah, why would it do that?
Me? I have no idea. Maybe it just wanted to make people happy.
It's because he's like the last person of an ancient civilization. I do remember that from yesterday's quest that I did.
After all, everyone likes the lucky greetings, right?
Not the moon
If
lanterns.
this is really the place where the Jingle Beast used to live, maybe it put up the first moon lantern here. Perhaps, after being stuck in the dark for so long, even the Jingle Beast would want some light. Even if it's just a bit of artificial moonlight, it would have made it feel less lonely.
So it's not alone now.
Yeah, indeed. I'm sure it's no longer feeling lonely. Not anymore.
As I say, because he is the Jingle Feast, except there's an actual term for the civilization he comes from. I can't remember what it is. Okay. I think I'm going to end it here. I don't know when I'll be back. I'm not, like, determined to get all the exploration on stream, so to be honest, probably by the next time I stream this, I'll have finished this area, and I'll have moved on to Mount Firmament. But I'll either be back Tuesday or Thursday or this weekend. We'll see. Where do I need to go, though? Here. Alright. Well, thank you for coming. It's been a delight. I'll be back at some point. Maybe not with this game. Maybe with Genshin. Maybe with Infinity Nikki. We'll see. Kind of need to do a bunch of events kind of soon because I am going away for a week. So kind of need to rush some stuff a little bit. But alright. Goodbye.